We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington Quarter. We'll uncover its history, explore its current value, and yes, talk about why some of these coins are worth millions of dollars. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. First, let's talk about the history. The 2016 Washington Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, celebrating national parks and historic sites across the United States. The P Mint mark on the coin signifies that it was minted in Philadelphia, one of the most historic mints in the country. In 2016, the series featured 5 unique designs, representing Shawnee National Forest, Cumberland Gap, Harper's Ferry, Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and Fort Moultrie. These quarters are not just everyday pocket change. They're a tribute to American history and culture. Now, let's talk value. Most 2016 P quarters are still worth their face value, 25 cents, especially if they're found in circulated condition. However, uncirculated or proof-like examples can fetch higher prices. Coins in mint state, graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can be worth $1 to $10. Not bad for a quarter, right? But here's where things get really exciting. Rare errors or varieties on these coins can drastically increase their value. Some examples include: look for doubling on the inscriptions or designs, where the coin design is not perfectly aligned, such as a faint or missing mint mark or other text. Coins with these errors can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error and the grade. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. Why are some 2016 P quarters worth millions? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and one key factor: high-grade specimens with unique characteristics. In 2016, very few quarters were struck with absolute perfection. Coins graded at MS68 or MS69 by top grading services are so rare that collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices. And here's a pro tip: keep an eye out for coins with exceptional luster, sharp strikes, and flawless surfaces. These factors can push a coin's value into the stratosphere, especially if it's one of the top-graded examples in existence. Look for minimal wear and tear. The better the condition, the higher the value. Use a magnifying glass to search for doubling, off-center strikes, or any other irregularities. If you think you've got a gem, send it to a professional grading service to confirm its value. Final tips and encouragement: who knew a simple quarter could be worth so much? Right? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always check your change. You might just find a treasure. And remember, the key to success in coin collecting is patience and knowledge. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about valuable coins and collectibles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Did you know that a simple 1965 Washington quarter could be worth millions of dollars? That's right. This common-looking coin hides a fascinating story, rare variations, and immense value for collectors. Stick around as we dive deep into its history, unique features, and how it can make you a fortune. The 1965 Washington Quarter holds a special place in U.S. coin history. This was the year the U.S. Mint made a bold decision to remove silver from circulating quarters. Due to a nationwide coin shortage, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, which replaced 90% silver quarters with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change was a game-changer. Before 1965, quarters contained 90% silver, but starting that year, they were made of a copper core sandwiched between nickel layers. The 1965 quarters had no mint mark, regardless of where they were minted, which makes them unique in U.S. numismatic history. Now, here's where things get exciting. While most 1965 quarters were copper-nickel clad, some rare errors slipped through the cracks. A few 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These error coins are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. How can you tell if you have one? Check the coin's weight. A silver quarter weighs about 6.25 grams, while a clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If your 1965 quarter weighs closer to 6.25 grams, you might just be holding one of these rare errors worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Face value 25 cents to $5 in high-grade condition. Starts at $7,000 and can exceed $15,000 at auction depending on its condition, and grade. 1965 silver quarter in mint state over $100,000. A 1965 silver quarter sold for a jaw-dropping $8,625,000 at auction in pristine condition. These values reflect how rare and desirable these coins are among collectors. So, if you find a 1965 quarter, check its weight and condition. It could change your life. Inspect the weight and composition. Use a digital scale. Silver quarters won't have a copper line on the edge like clad coins do. Store it in a coin holder or sleeve to avoid scratches. Send it to a reputable service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and value. Why collectors love the 1965 quarter. The 1965 no-mint mark quarter represents a turning point in U.S. coinage, making it a must-have for collectors. Its historical significance, combined with the allure of rare silver errors, makes it one of the most talked-about coins in American numismatics. Closing call to action: could you be sitting on a fortune? Check your change jars, drawers, and collections. You never know when a valuable 1965 quarter might show up. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Are you ready to uncover the fascinating story of the 1972 no-mint mark Washington quarter? This seemingly ordinary coin has a history that'll blow your mind and values that could leave your jaw on the floor. Could one of these coins in your pocket be worth millions? Let's find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932. Designed by John Flanagan to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1972, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck millions of these coins without a mint mark. While most are common, their story is anything but boring. Now, why doesn't it have a mint mark? That's because Philadelphia, the main U.S. mint at the time, traditionally didn't add one to its coins. This little detail will play a huge role when we talk about its value. The obverse of the 1972 Washington quarter features the iconic bust of George Washington with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1972 at the bottom. On the reverse, you'll find the majestic eagle, perched on a bundle of arrows, with United States of America and $quarter inscribed. Here's the kicker: what makes the 1972 no-mint mark quarter special isn't just its history. It's the errors and unique variations that collectors go absolutely wild for. Keep an eye out for error coins. A rare double-die obverse is one of the most sought-after varieties in the 1972 series. Look closely at the inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." If the letters appear doubled, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Other errors, like off-center strikes or coins struck on foreign planchets, can also boost the value significantly. So, inspect your 1972 quarters carefully. Most 1972 quarters in circulated condition are worth just 25 cents. But in uncirculated or mint state condition, they can fetch $5 to $50 depending on the grade. High-grade examples, especially those graded MS 65 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can sell for hundreds of dollars. But here's the mind-blowing part. Error coins or varieties in pristine condition have sold for thousands, and in some cases, upwards of millions. One unique 1972 error coin fetched an astronomical price at auction. Imagine finding one of those in your change. Searching for a rare 1972 quarter can be as easy as checking your spare change or hunting through coin rolls from the bank. But don't stop there. Visit coin shows, online marketplaces, or local dealers for more opportunities. Once you've found a potential treasure, protect it. Use a coin holder or sleeve to prevent damage. And if you think you've hit the jackpot, get it authenticated and graded by a professional service. While not every 1972 no-mint mark Washington quarter is worth millions, the right error or high-grade coin could change your life. So, check your coins, stay informed, and you might just discover a hidden fortune. We're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1998 D Washington quarter. Could this common-looking coin sitting in your pocket be worth millions of dollars? Stick around to find out everything you need to know about its history, key features, and what makes certain 1998 D quarters so valuable. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1998, the coin was nearing the end of its classic eagle on the reverse design, as the U.S. Mint was preparing to roll out the iconic 50-state quarter series in 1999. The D Mint mark signifies that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major production facilities of the U.S. Mint. In 1998, over 821 million of these quarters were struck in Denver, making it a common coin, or so it seems. So, what should you look for in a 1998 D Washington quarter? Here's a quick checklist. George Washington's profile, designed by John Flanagan, with the year 1998 below and the D Mint mark on the right. The classic eagle design, wings spread wide, holding a bundle of arrows with an olive branch below. The coin has a reeded edge with 119 grooves. Now, here's the fun part. Not all 1998 D quarters are created equal. Let's talk about the rare errors and variations that could make yours worth a fortune. Here's where things get exciting. Certain 1998 D quarters have unique errors or rare features that make them highly valuable to collectors. Here are a few to watch out for. Double die errors. Look closely at the lettering on the obverse, especially Liberty, and In God We Trust. Doubling in these areas can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Coins that were struck off-center by 5 to 50% can be worth $50 to $500, depending on the severity. If your quarter has a crescent-shaped missing piece, it could sell for $100 or more. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for over $1,000. But here's the kicker: a flawless 1998 D quarter with a unique error or an exceptionally high grade could be worth millions at auction. So don't dismiss your spare change just yet. Now, you're probably wondering how to check if your 1998 D quarter is one of these valuable gems. Here's what you need to do. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect for errors like doubling or off-center strikes. The value of your coin increases significantly if it's in uncirculated or mint state. Keep an eye out for scratches or wear marks. If you suspect your coin is rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade coin could skyrocket in value. Did you know that some Washington quarters, including 1998 D variants with unique errors, have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions? For example, a high-grade or rare error coin could bring in over $1 million. So, before you spend that quarter on a vending machine snack, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to financial freedom. Who knows? The next record-breaking coin could be sitting in your pocket. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can check their coins too. We're diving into the 1994 P Washington quarter. It's a coin with a rich history, intriguing features, and yes, some versions of this coin have fetched incredible values. Could you have one worth millions hiding in your change? Let's find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, originally created to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1994, the quarter was well into its modern era, and the P Mint mark tells us this particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1994, over 825 million of these quarters were produced, making it a very common issue, at least on the surface. Key features of the 1994 P quarter: the familiar bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with crisp details and the 1994 date stamped below. The iconic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and unity, made of copper and nickel, with no silver content. While the design is standard, what really sets this coin apart are the rare errors and high-grade specimens. Valuable errors to watch for: look closely at the lettering or Washington's profile. Doubling is a key indicator. If the design looks misaligned or incomplete, that's a minting error. Coins with irregular or missing edges can also fetch high prices. These errors aren't common, but if you spot one, you're in for a treat. The value of a 1994 P quarter depends on its condition or grade. worth face value 25 cents. These can range from $3 to $10 if they have no wear and tear. High-grade coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. But here's the kicker. Certain error coins or ultra-high-grade examples have been known to sell for staggering amounts, even close to $1 million. So, how can your 1994 P quarter be worth millions? Coins with flawless surfaces, sharp details, and no imperfections are incredibly rare. Collectors will pay a premium for perfection. Unique errors. Coins with rare, one-of-a-kind minting errors are like hitting the jackpot. Inspect for errors and pristine details. Store them in protective holders to prevent scratches or tarnish. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, it's still a piece of American history. We're diving into the fascinating history, unique features, and jaw-dropping value of the 1983 P Washington quarter. Stick around because you don't want to miss this treasure-hunting guide that might just make you rich. Let's start with some history. The 1983 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, denoted by the P Mint mark, during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing coins for heavy circulation. In 1982 and 1983, the Mint did not issue any mint sets for collectors. That means most of the quarters from these years went straight into circulation and were heavily used. This makes high-quality examples incredibly scarce. Because no sets were saved, finding a 1983 P quarter in mint state condition is extremely rare today. And rarity, as we know, drives value. Segment 2. Unique features of the 1983 P quarter. Now, what makes this coin unique? The 1983 P Washington quarter features the classic design by John Flanagan, showcasing George Washington on the obverse and a bold eagle on the reverse. But here's the catch. Coins from this year are notorious for weak strikes and imperfections due to rushed production. Finding one with sharp details and a flawless surface is like finding a needle in a haystack. So, if you come across a 1983 P quarter with strong details, vibrant luster, and no scratches, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. Let's talk value. In average circulated condition, a 1983 P quarter is worth just face value, 25 cents. But in higher grades, the price skyrockets. For example, an uncirculated quarter-graded MS65 by PCGS or NGC can fetch anywhere between $400 and $2,000. But here's the kicker. One pristine 1983 P Washington quarter graded MS67 Plus sold for an astonishing $7,050 at auction. And if a new discovery in even better condition were to hit the market, it could push that number into the millions. Look for the P on the obverse, just above the date. Use a magnifying glass to check for sharp details, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Coins with their original mint shine are highly sought after. If you think you have a high-quality example, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can make a huge difference in determining the value of your coin. Search through old rolls of quarters from banks. Check inherited coin collections. Many people overlook these. Attend coin shows and auctions where rare coins might appear. Remember, patience and persistence are key when searching for rare coins. Who knew a quarter could hold such incredible value and history? So, go check your spare change and coin jars. You might just have a hidden fortune waiting for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin treasure tips. What if I told you that a simple 1981 P Washington quarter-dollar coin in your pocket could be worth millions? Yes, millions. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history, hidden value, and what makes some of these coins so rare and sought after. Don't miss a second of this video. Let's uncover treasure in your change. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1981, these coins had a few decades of history and had become a staple of American currency. B-roll of historic mints, old coins being struck, and images of George Washington. In 1981, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 601 million Washington quarters. These coins were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, not silver like their predecessors before 1965. But, while they may seem ordinary, there are a few key details that can make certain 1981 P quarters extraordinarily valuable. Most 1981 P quarters you'll find in circulation are worth their face value, 25 cents. However, in uncirculated, mint-state conditions, they can fetch anywhere from $5 to $25 depending on their grade. Coins graded MS 65 and higher can be worth even more. B-roll of coins being graded with MS 65 plus examples shown. Overlay text, MS 65, $25 plus, MS 67, $300 plus. But here's where it gets exciting. Errors, varieties, and rare features can catapult the value of these coins into the thousands or even millions. One of the biggest reasons some 1981 P quarters are worth a fortune is due to mint errors. Here are a few to watch out for. This error happens when the die used to strike the coin is engraved twice. Look for doubling on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 1981. A clear DDO can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Coins that are struck off-center, where part of the design is missing, can be worth hundreds to thousands depending on how dramatic the error is. Imagine a quarter struck on a nickel or penny planchet. These coins are ultra-rare and can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the $1 Million Club. For a 1981 P Washington quarter to sell for millions, it must be one of a kind. This could mean a combination of a perfect mint state grade, a dramatic error, and historical significance. B-roll of auction rooms, close-ups of rare coins being bid on. Overlay text, 1981 P quarter sells for millions. For example, an MS 68 grade 1981 P quarter, which is almost flawless, could spark a bidding war at an auction, reaching hundreds of thousands or more. And if that coin has a rare error, the sky's the limit. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Start by checking your pocket change, coin jars, or even old coin rolls from the bank. Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. If you think you've struck gold, send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can drastically increase its value. Rare coins perform best at high-profile auctions or through trusted dealers. Make sure you know your coin's worth before you sell. And there you have it, the hidden history, value, and the potential for millions hidden in a simple 1981 P Washington quarter. Who knows? The next $1 Million coin could be sitting in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin collecting treasures. Let me know in the comments, have you found any rare 1981 P quarters? We're diving into the fascinating history, collectible value, and the surprising reasons why some 2021 D quarters are turning heads in the coin collecting world. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. But in 2021, the quarter underwent a historic transition. It marked the final year of the America the Beautiful series, concluding with the design featuring the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site on the reverse. The Tuskegee Airmen were the first African-American military pilots, and their story symbolizes courage, equality, and breaking barriers. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, earning it the iconic D Mint mark. What makes the 2021 D Washington quarter stand out? It's all about the rare errors and varieties. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for mistakes made during the minting process. For the 2021 D quarter, there have been reports of die cracks, where lines appear across the surface of the coin, cut errors, which are blobs of extra metal caused by a damaged die, and even off-center strikes or double strikes that make these coins incredibly rare. These errors transform an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream, driving their value into the thousands or even millions for the most pristine and rare examples. So, what's the value of a 2021 D Washington quarter? For most quarters in circulation, the value is around 25 cents to $1. But if your coin is in uncirculated condition or has a rare error, the value skyrockets. At auction. Some 2021 D quarters with unique errors have sold for $10,000 to $15,000. And for coins graded as MS67 or higher, they've fetched even more, sometimes approaching six figures. But here's the kicker. Experts speculate that in the future, ultra-rare specimens could reach $1 million price tag as their rarity increases over time. Check for the D mint mark on the obverse side near Washington's ponytail. Look for die cracks, cuds, or misstrikes. Condition. Coins in mint state condition, especially graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, fetch the highest prices. Invest in a magnifying glass or a coin loop to examine your quarters closely. And if you suspect you have a rare find, get it authenticated and graded, listed on online marketplaces like eBay with high-quality photos. Take it to a local coin dealer or auction house for an appraisal. Or submit it to major auction platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers for maximum exposure. Remember, the more unique and well-preserved your coin, the higher the demand. It's not every day that pocket change turns into life-changing money. While not all 2021 D quarters are worth millions, the possibility of finding a rare error coin or a perfect mint state specimen makes checking your change worth it. Who knows? Your next quarter could be the jackpot. We're diving deep into the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a modern coin that's making waves in the numismatic world. Could this humble quarter in your pocket or coin jar be worth millions of dollars? Stick around, and let's find out. The Washington Quarter series started back in 1932, honoring the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the years, its design has evolved, but the 2019 quarters marked a significant turning point. This year introduced the final coins in the America the Beautiful series, featuring unique designs representing U.S. national parks and landmarks. One standout from 2019 is the Lowell National Historical Park quarter, which represents Massachusetts and features a mill worker and a water wheel, a nod to the Industrial Revolution. But it's not just about the designs. The P Mint Mark quarters, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, hold secrets that could make them incredibly valuable. So, what makes the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarters unique? First, it's all about limited mint errors and varieties. Some of these coins were struck with fascinating errors, like double dies, die cracks, and off-center strikes, that collectors are hunting for. On top of that, high-grade specimens, those with a near-perfect finish, are extremely rare. Coins graded MS68 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auctions. But here's where it gets exciting. Rumors of ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind 2019 P quarters could push their value into the millions. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a rare 2019 P quarter. Grab your quarters and look for these key features. Check the lettering on the coin, especially United States of America, quarter dollar, and E pluribus unum. Doubling on these areas is a major value booster. Look for die cracks, missing details, or unusual shapes in the design. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth much more. If your coin has no scratches and a sharp strike, it could be a jackpot. Invest in a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect your coins closely. Here's the million-dollar question. Can a 2019 P quarter really be worth millions? While it's rare, extraordinary examples of modern coins have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auction due to unique errors, perfect grades, or being the only one of their kind. Imagine finding a one-of-a-kind double-die 2019 P quarter. It could send collectors into a bidding frenzy and easily break records. Don't clean your coin. Cleaning can damage its value. Submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its authenticity and condition. Rare coins often fetch the highest prices at specialized auctions or through reputable dealers. Call to action, so what are you waiting for? Start checking your coin jars, pocket change, and collections for the 2019 P Washington quarter. Who knows, you might be holding on to a piece of history worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin stories. We're diving into a special coin that could change your fortune. If you have a 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar, you could be holding something much more valuable than you realize. Stick around to find out its history, value, and how it could potentially be worth millions. That's right, this 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar might just be hiding in your pocket or collection. Let's break it down to understand why this coin is so intriguing. Let's start with the history. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. Since then, it's been a staple of American currency. Now, the 2014 P Mint Mark quarter is part of the ongoing series of regular issue coins. But it's not just any quarter. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, with the P Mint mark indicating that they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But what sets this coin apart from others of its time? On the front of the coin, you'll find the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. But it's the back of the coin that holds the key to its value. Close-up of the reverse side showing the eagle and the motto E Pluribus Unum. The reverse side of the 2014 P quarter features a bald eagle, perched on a bundle of arrows. It's this simple yet elegant design that has captured the attention of collectors for generations. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter stand out. It wasn't until 2019 that the Philadelphia Mint started putting its mint mark on regular issue quarters. So, while the 2014 P might seem ordinary at first glance, it's part of a rare, smaller batch of quarters with the P Mint mark struck in the Philadelphia facility during that time. And that makes this particular coin more valuable than you might think. So, what is the 2014 P Washington quarter worth? If you find one in typical circulated condition, it's worth face value, just 25 cents. However, the story doesn't end there. Cut to images of high-grade 2014 P quarters being sold at auction in mint condition. A 2014 P Washington quarter can fetch a modest premium, up to $5 or $10 if it's well preserved. But here's where things get interesting. Cut to dramatic close-up of a rare, uncirculated 2014 P quarter, zooming in slowly if you're lucky enough to have a superb example of the 2014 P quarter. One that's graded by a professional grading service as MS67 or higher, this coin could be worth much more. In fact, we've seen some high-end specimens reach prices in the range of $1,000 to $2,000. Dramatic pause, suspenseful music builds, but here's the big news. There have been rumors that a flawless, error-free, or even rare variety of the 2014 P quarter could fetch up to millions at auction. Why? Because certain unique factors, like a doubling error or perfect strikes, could transform this common coin into an extremely valuable collector's item. So, how can you tell if your 2014 P Washington quarter is the one worth a fortune? Here are a few tips. Zoom in on coin flaws, look for rare minting errors like double strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These anomalies make a coin much more valuable than the average quarter. If you think you've got a potential jackpot with a rare 2014 P quarter, it's time to get it professionally graded. Once graded, you can auction it off or sell it to serious collectors looking to complete their sets. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2014 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Who knew that such a seemingly ordinary coin could have the potential to be worth so much? If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow collectors. Have any of you found a 2014 P Washington quarter in your collection or pocket? Let me know in the comments below.